and thank you for joining me. I'm Heather Forgan of stampwithnellie.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK. Today I am going to make a box for these pens. I came across them yesterday and I thought, I should do something with them. This one says, "Don't be a lady, be a legend." And this one, not quite so easy to see, but says, "Born to make history." So I've done the calculations and a little template for myself. I'm going to use fresh freesia and this designer series paper, which is one of the Sale-A-Bration freebies. It's one of the ones you have to spend £90 for, but you get a whopping 48 sheets of 12 by 12 designer series paper. Loads of lovely colours, including this fresh freesia. So, come back to that bit because I haven't even worked out what size those need to be, but I have worked out what size my card needs to be, and I want to trim this piece down to 7 1/4 by 3 3/4. So I'm going to do the yes, it does come off, but I'm not supposed to do that when you just pick it up. Anyway, it went travelling with me yesterday, so it's probably just got knocked. So 7 1/4 by 3 3/4. Okay. Now I could do my scoring using this. I prefer, and it is simply that, just a preference, to use my Simply Scored board. Right, so 7 1/4, 3 3/4. So on the short side, I'm going to score that at 1 inch, 1 5/8, 2 5/8, and 3 1/4. Okay, turning that around, I'm going to score that at 5/8, at 6 1/8, and I've forgotten what the other one is, 6 3/4. Okay. All of these measurements will be in my blog post. There will be a link to that in the description bar below. Okay, so it's going to be just a simple long box with a base and an opening at the top so that the pens can just pop in. Nothing too fancy. Okay, got my score lines sorted out, bit of cutting. So we've got 2 horizontal score lines at the top and 1 at the bottom. So along the bottom, just cut up those score lines to that horizontal one at the bottom. Okay, this one we can get rid of completely, so just chop that out. The 2 rectangles we're not going to do anything with, but the little squares I'm just going to take a little wedge off either side just to make it easier and have less bulk when we fold that over. There we go. Right, so that's the bottom part of that, nice and easy. It's got something sticky on there. sorted. Right, now we're going to be doing a little bit extra chopping along here. So this piece here, which I haven't burnished, bizarrely, okay, is going to be our join. That's going to go at the back, so I want my flap to remain. Okay, I'm going to take these bits out, and again I'm chopping a little bit on there as well at the same time, just to make life a little bit easier. And I've gone down 2 score lines there. I'm going to do the same all the way along, actually. Okay, so I want to keep that one as it is. I want to chop that one down. Okay, so the smaller ones I'm chopping down. So we've taken the top part away. And then these 2, I want to take this one off completely. So I can tuck them out of the way. And then just cut straight along that edge there. All right, little bit of trimming to do, just a little wedge on both of these. Take that away. Same on that one. Okay, and this is our closure of the box, so just want to take a tiny little bit off that top section. There we go. All right, so this is what you're left with. Okay, this is the base and this is the top. Easy. Now I'm going to do a little bit of decoration. I'm going to add some designer series paper to this. So my final box, when it's finished, will be 5.5 inches by 1 inches by 5/8 of an inch. Okay, so my designer series paper, I want to be just short of that. I don't want to have a big margin on these, so it's 5.5. I'm going to do 5 3/8. So I've just taken it down 1/8. Okay, and I'm going to do 7/8 for the front and back. Just do 2 of those. Okay, front and back. Then I'm going to do, the side panels are 5/8, so if I take that down, that is going to be 1/2 inch for the side panels. Lovely. Half an inch. And then I want to have a little bit for the top that will be 1/2 inch by 7/8 of an inch. All right, get that out the way. So even although you get 48 sheets of this paper for free, it's still being frugal with it. There we go. Right, so just going to glue those on and then we can assemble the box. So if you've watched my videos, you'll know that Liquid glue is my glue of choice. Sorry, I'm just going to tidy that up while I chat about glue. Because it gives you a little bit of wiggle room. You can make sure you've got everything straight before you give it a good press down. The only downside is when you're using narrow bits like that, you don't want to be too heavy-handed with glue, which is why I was doing really gentle squeeze on the bottle, not to get too much out of it. I seem to have a frog in my throat today. So adding glue, because I haven't squeezed it very much, didn't want to come out terribly well there. Adding glue to that side panel that you've not got designer series paper on. Okay, got that folded flat, just bring that over, give that a press down like so, fold it the other way, press it as well. And there we have the makings of our box. Just got to sort out the base. Got those two little flaps, tuck them in there. You can add a little dot of glue, technical term. Then fold the back, so it's the bit that's got the flap for the closure of the top. Fold that one, and then plenty glue on this one, and fold that over, and that just means that all your joins are at the back. Okay, so you've got your side join there, and your join for your base is at your back as well. Okay, then simply pop in those two pens. Phew, they fit. And then pop that in at the front there. Nice and neat. Super neat. Okay, so a little bit of decoration. This is the bit where I haven't really gone too far. What I want to do though is I've got this, again, this is another Sale-A-Bration stamp set, or product rather. This time you can earn this for free with a £45 spend, and I've, just because they were motivational, strong, don't be a lady, be a legend and things like that, I've gone with You Got This from Sending Support. I've stamped that with Fresh Freesia ink onto a little bit of basic white and cut it with the tailor made tags, and they also come with these little bits here, these little dies that you can cut reinforcers, and because you get extra, I've always got some spare in the bottom, but I've never got the colour that I want. Never. So what I want to do is just use this as a little extra embellishment, fold that around, okay, and I'm going to fold it there as well, but I'm going to put some ribbon through that. I'm going to do it that way. What am I doing? You can tell I haven't really thought this bit through, have I? So, I don't want it to go over there. So I need it to do I need it to go under. That's what I want. This all sounded like a good idea in my head, just to use these labels, these tags a little bit differently. Fold that over there, and then we can tie a knot or a bow. Haven't decided yet. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put glue all over this tag, especially that end there. Okay, then I can move it down a tiny bit. And I'm going to hold those bits in place until they hopefully take. Only got a little bit on there. Okay, and then what did you forget to do, Heather? You forgot the ribbon! Oh, the ribbon needs to go along that tag. Right. I've now got glue all over my fingers. I'm going to put more glue around there and there. And bear with me a moment, I'm going to clean my hands. Okay, take two. With the ribbon underneath your tag, fold your tag around like so. Hold it in place and let that glue go off. Set nice and firmly. Okay. And then we can tie this. And it's not doing anything, it's just a little bit of embellishment. It's not really acting as a belly band or anything. It's just to make it pretty. Around. And you're happy. Chop off the tails. All right. Now, is that enough decoration, I ask myself, or do I want to add some little flowers? Now, if this was live, I'd be asking you. I think it's enough. I don't want to distract from what is inside. I think I do want to add a little bit of bling though. So let's just go with some rhinestones in the centre of some of these flowers. Do that one. Let's go overboard. Why not? The rest of it's pretty simple. We'll go for 5. There we are. Pretty little gift box. Almost secret opening. And 2 motivational pens inside. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, then I'd love for you to click on that subscribe button. And if you click on the bell, you'll get notification of the next time I upload a tutorial. Until the next time, take care. Bye-bye.